Guys, David from Thrifty Mechanic here to kind of talk to you a little bit. I know I haven't really posted any pictures or videos in a while, should I say, and I have an explanation, and I'm sorry. Basically, we've been super busy here. A few weeks back, I think I said something like we lost a guy, and I'm picking up his hours. That's still going on. It just so happens to be, though, that there's more work than we can handle. It's hard, but I'm liking the money. I like the money. I'm liking the business and all that, and it'll definitely give us the opportunity to grow. So hopefully we can just keep doing what we're doing. We got 7 cars in here in an 8-bay shop, and 6 of the 7 are staying over for work tomorrow. So that's going to be fun. I did pick up a few cool little neat things in the past weeks. Mainly, I was doing a transmission a couple weeks back, and I managed to break my super long extension. Now, if you guys have never had one of these, I highly recommend you get one because they're really nice. This one's actually by Tekton. I really like that they actually have that engraved in there rather than like acid washed on or something like that, because it helps you know. But the tools are great. Tekton has really kind of brought themselves to the forefront of tools in the past I'd say like 5 to 10 years. I don't know exactly how long they've been around, but they've definitely made a name for themselves, and they've earned a lot of respect from a lot of well-respected technicians. I'm not saying I'm a respected technician, but I really like their stuff. Currently, I own a few things at Tekton. My impact sockets, my half-inch impact sockets are Tekton, and they're holding up like they should. They're great products, and I highly recommend them to people. I mean, the value behind the product is great compared to the quality of the tool. These are not your Harbor Freight extensions. These will not break so easily. Mine broke because I had a 3-foot cheater bar on my 3/8 ratchet when I broke it. So I was definitely putting a lot more than it was specified for. But see, the thing is with Tekton that a lot of other places don't like to do is they guarantee their tools for life. They are guaranteed, no matter what. You could sit there and stand on it and bend this into a pretzel if you wanted. It's guaranteed. So all I had to do was take a picture of the damage. I broke this part right here, and send it in to a guy. They'll send you an email, and you reply to that email with the picture, and they'll take care of you. They took care of me. I got this 2 days later, and actually I didn't just get this. I got this and the other extensions on top of it. So now I have 2 15s, 2 18s, and 1 24-inch extension. So, like, what does that mean? That means that they stand by their products, and they're not just going to give you the bare minimum. They're going to go that extra step and give you everything. That way, you know, they don't have to break up a set, and you get a nice new set of extensions, because I'm sure they look at it as, well, he broke this one, so we're going to send him a whole new set so he doesn't break the other ones and then is left out. And good on you, Tekton. I think that's a really great way to look at things. The quality of your products are fantastic, and I look forward to working with more of them. I have oil filter pliers that are Tekton. I have sockets that are Tekton. I have wrenches that are Tekton. I have ratcheting wrenches that are Tekton. I mean, Tekton is just an excellent brand. They've really made a name for themselves. I know I've said that before, but I'm saying it again. They're really good tools. I think this set, if you got it on Amazon, was like $23. So, I mean, if you were to get this same set from Snap-on, you'd be paying obviously the Snap-on prices, which would be probably like $160 for the set of extensions, which I think is a little crazy considering how often you're going to use a 24-inch extension. It's not every day you get transmission work coming in, and it's not every day that you break an extension either. And so I think that the price on extensions is a little extreme for Snap-on. So I kind of go with everything else. I go with the Tekton. Now, what I really like about Tekton is if you look at the head, it's machined. You can see the machining in the head. And, you know, it's not just a punch machine and call it a day. It's actually CNC'd, it looks like. and I think that is awesome. It's CNC'd right before they coated it, looks like. But it holds the socket well, and I think that's probably one of the most important things to have whenever you deal with extensions is socket retention. I mean, it takes a good chunk of force for me to pull that socket off of the extension, and I've used this for a couple weeks now. So, I mean, that's a really good tool to have. Really long extensions. If you guys don't have them, I highly recommend getting them in the future when you need them. Like when you start seeing more transmission work coming in the shop and you feel something's going to get thrown your way, it might be high time to invest in some. Or try out Tekton, man. I mean, for $20, you cannot beat it. It is a hell of a deal. And I'm not one to sit there and throw some at you and say, oh, this is great, this is great, this is great, because I don't get a kickback for it. You know, if somebody wants to pay me $10 an episode for me to promote their stuff, sure, I'll do it all day and night. I'll sit there and say they're great, and they might be the trashiest product on earth. Money talks. And if something, you spend a little bit of money on it and it works out great, you know what? Guess what? It's talking and it's making you money. Because, you know, you spend almost $200 on an extension set, and it's going to take you a while to make that money back on that extension set in comparison to making your money back on, say, an impact that you use every single day, all day long, or your sockets or your wrenches. I mean, you'll make your money back on that almost immediately because of how often you use them. That's why they're often in your top drawers and stuff like that. You don't use a 2-foot extension every day, and if you do, please post in the comments why, because I want to know what you're doing to where you need 2-foot extensions all day. But the next thing I got, I actually went to an estate sale for. And they're used, they're very used. They're probably older than my dad used. And people are going to say it's kind of stupid and all that stuff and yada yada, but I don't care. They're $1 a piece and they have a lifetime warranty, so whatever. Swivels. I found a bunch of standard measure swivels. This one is a Mac, it looks like. Oh, nope, Snap-on. It's an old Snap-on. Can't see it very well, but it's an old Snap-on. This one looks like a Cornwell. Oh, Snap-on. One of these is a Cornwell. Yeah, here it is. See, look at the similarities between the Cornwell and the Snap-on. Tell me that doesn't look the same. Anyway, well, here's Snap-on, here's Cornwell. Almost identical. But, these are definitely older sockets. You can definitely tell they've been used. Look how rounded inside that is. And that's great. But the reason why I bought this set was not because of the swivels, because these are, well, they're beat up, for lack of a better word. Oh, there's a Mac. That one's a newer one, but it's still beat up to snot and back. Anyway, was this. It's an impact. 3/8, I mean 1/2 inch to 3/8 adapter, and it's an impact. They don't make these anymore. I can't find them anywhere. I got the Snap-on one before, which was a 3/8 to 1/2 inch adapter, but the unfortunate thing behind it is, even though it's the black oxide coating, it is non-impact, and I think that is just sad. I mean, they make the universal impact, but they're 1/2 inch to 1/2 inch. There's no step downs or stepping up, and I think that's kind of sad and it sucks. But so I found this and I'm like, man, that's really nice, and it's Snap-on. That's the best part, is it's Snap-on. Snap-on comes to my store every fucking week. It just all sorts of stuff. But yeah, so like that's just some of the neat little toys I found over the past couple weeks. I'm definitely going to be getting more into making more videos and maybe doing some more tool reviews. I have noticed one thing, and this isn't really a tool review, but it's kind of like a complaint really about the extensions. Tekton, if you or one of your design team are watching this video right now, which I doubt, but if you are, I would be very humbled. But don't have the knurling down here, because it's not going to do us any good down here. If we're using an extension that's this long, chances are it's going to be down to about right there. and this is all we're going to be able to grab. If you move the knurling up to like right under the bevel, that'd be really great, so we can actually grip it when our hands are oily. Because that's probably my only complaint, really. Because everything else is perfect. The coating is perfect. Everything's even. The knurling is fantastic. It's deep, and it's a looks like triple squared knurling, so it's really good. Yeah, I mean, it's getting hot. It's getting real warm out here, and it's getting to the point where it's getting pretty hard to focus on things sometimes, because you're just sitting there wiping sweat off your face, and you start getting irritated quicker because you might break something, or something might not come loose the way you want, and because you're hot, you're getting irritated. So anyway, to quit rambling, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Cool little finds. Don't be afraid to look at your local estate sales, garage sales, stuff like that, because you never know when you're going to find a deal. Because if somebody's looking to get rid of it in a garage sale, it means they're looking to get rid of it. They're not looking to make huge money off of it. If they want huge money, they'll go to Craigslist or eBay. Simple as that. That 1/4-inch ratchet I had that I bought for $100, I turned it around and sold it for $270. So, I mean, I didn't sell it on Craigslist, I sold it on eBay. So they took about 3% out, but that's whatever. People keep walking around and I'm wondering what's going on. But yeah, so I'm David from Thrifty Mechanic. Stay thrifty, get good finds, find cool little things. I'd love to see videos talking about some of the tools you found. One guy was talking about how he went to a local pawn shop and found a Wright brand wrench, and I thought that was awesome. But I'm all for finding really good deals, but I'm also for saving money in the right ways. That's the whole idea behind this channel. It's the whole reason I made the channel. I didn't want somebody to misinterpret what I meant by find the deals and use them mentality. I meant find the deals when they're necessary. Don't go out and purposely either put yourself in debt or spend a lot of money that you may or may not have on tools that are only going to make you money when you need them. So if you're going to use a tool, use it when you need it. Buy it when you need it. Don't buy it because you want it, because I'll be broke forever if I do. I'm David from Thrifty Mechanic, guys. I got to get ready to close up this shop here and be ready for tomorrow morning. So stay thrifty.